So this was kind of a dandy surprise. I was doing some research and I discovered another company called TDS Sim, Tango Delta Sierra Sim, publishes a Garmin 750, 650, 530 for Microsoft 2020. Didn't really think too much about it, but what is cool about this is I had this Garmin 7050 unit from RealSimGear. Bought that, I think, about 2 years ago to work with X-Plane. I was never successful in getting it to work with X-Plane, so I tabled the project. And since I have been on the hunt for a Garmin 430 replacement, I haven't really been successful in that either. And this is how I stumbled across the 750, which is really, really neat. There are some quirks, to be sure, but it does offer a lot of functionality, which I will show you here in a second. Of course, you have your map. Right now the sim is running and it is connected. This is not in pop-out mode either. This is actually in a standalone mode, which is really slick. One of the biggest things I think is kind of cool is I can change my transponder code in the 750. It automatically goes into altitude reporting when I take off. I can ident when I want. This will allow me to use this for transponder work rather than having to rebuild my Flight Illusion transponder, the Collins transponder, which refuses to work in 2020, and I've had no updates from them. So that's kind of cool. We'll go back here, we'll go to the main menu again. We've got terrain radar. We've got, which I think is pretty cool, we've got a weather radar. I don't really have any, well, there's clouds in the sim right now, but oh, there is something going on out there. I'm not quite sure what it is. So yeah, this is going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of learning curve going on here. But for the most part, this thing is pretty darn slick. Like I said, it's got some quirks. I'm going to have to use spad.next to get the controls to work, especially the direct to button, which is probably for me the most important button in this unit, as well as the 430, and probably why it has its own little button down here. It has a home button, which will be configured. And all of these controls will be able to change my frequencies. I'll be able to direct to and then just dial in the next waypoint that I'm supposed to go to. So this is really slick, and I can't wait for you guys to come over here and fly this thing. Yeah, there's the quirkiness. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't, and that's okay. I'll end up figuring it out. See you guys.